Anyway, good morning everybody. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my first reading vlog. It is Sunday morning right now at it's about 10:15 right now. Woke up this morning. My boyfriend was supposed to have a call with his family, but they didn't end up going through with the call, so he came back into the bedroom and we read for a little while this morning, had some coffee. Yesterday was our 5-year anniversary, which is really crazy. So yeah, we did some book shopping yesterday and we went out and got some socially distanced masks on, outdoor seating, drinks, and we got some sushi and brought it home and had that for dinner. So overall, it was an absolutely lovely day yesterday. Yesterday was also, let me just say, Saturday the 7th. So anybody in the US, we all know what that day was yesterday. And man, I woke up to that news over here on the West Coast and automatically my day was spectacular. So what a day yesterday. Yeah, so welcome to the reading vlog. I'm a little sleepy still, so I hope that comes off all right. I'm gonna kind of take you guys through my reading for the next few days and anything fun that we get up to. For the rest of the day today, I have a phone call with my mom that I'm gonna be hopping on in a little bit. And then my plan for the rest of the day is pretty much just to get some good reading done of Phantom of the Opera. It would be great if I could finish it. I think there's about 260 pages in that book, and I think I'm at about page 150 or so. So about 100 pages left, so not bad at all. The writing is super easy to follow. It flows really nicely. It's not like crazy difficult or anything like that. So that's kind of like reaffirming, since I don't really actually read that many classics. But honestly, so far this month, I have been so inspired by this book and by Picture of Dorian Gray that like maybe I should get more into classics because I've been really enjoying it. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, you guys, I will check in with you later and do like an official reading update once I get a little bit more reading done. Alrighty, so it is now almost 1. Just had a little lunch snack and made myself my second cup of coffee. And now I'm going to keep reading my coffee. Yeah, sure, Kira. I'm going to keep drinking my coffee in my pumpkin mug, and I am going to go ahead and get more into Phantom of the Opera. I'm on page 158 and I am really enjoying it so far. It is the perfect thing for somebody who loves Phantom of the Opera already as a story, but doesn't want to be bored, because this book is pretty different from the film and musical and stage adaptations of it that I've seen. So yeah, it has just been super interesting the whole time. Let's get into it. Cue the reading montage. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a reading update. I am cruising through the end of this book. My window is open, so hopefully it's not too loud. You can hear the breeze. It's a little bit windy today here in LA, and it's actually slightly overcast, which is kind of lovely. But I am on page 217, which means that I have just about 40 pages left. So I'm very excited, and things are really wrapping up. I have to say I am enjoying it quite a bit. If you have read this book, I am in the middle of the Persians narrative, so I'm not going to say any more than that because I didn't know anything about that side of the story when I was going into it, so it won't really mean much unless you actually already know the story. But yeah, hopefully the next time I update you, I will be finished and I will have a few preliminary thoughts to share. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. My hair is a disaster. I'm thinking about doing a hair mask after this, finishing up this book, and then I have to decide which book I want to read next. Not entirely sure what I want to read. Right now, I am going to decide between either Dead Poet Society next, which is super quick and fast, or to jump into If We Were Villains or A Deadly Education. So it'll be one of those three next, and I will, maybe I'll take you through my deciding process a little bit later. But okay, break time's over. Back to Phantom. That was a wonderful ending. We're done. We're done with this with this beauty. I will give my full thoughts in my wrap up at the end of this month, but this was beautiful. The ending was just so lovely. I loved like the narrator kind of commentary in the epilogue. It was really beautiful. I mean, like the last page and a half was just like lovely. Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to give it 3 stars or 4 stars because honestly in my mind it's probably like somewhere in between. I really liked the story. I thought that the writing was great. There were a few parts where I was like, I'm not really sure if this is necessary, and also just because I love the other adaptations of it so much, I just think it would have been cool if we had been able to get more from Christine's perspective, because like the most magical part of this whole thing is everything surrounding this opera ghost, and yeah, I did love it. I'm still, obviously you can tell, I'm a little bit like starstruck. Yeah, all done with this baby. Now I have to decide what is next on my list. It is officially, oh my gosh, the sun is already setting, but it's only like 4:15. So I will probably do a little bit of cleanup now. I need to sweep and that sort of thing. I'll probably listen to an audiobook while I do that. I've been listening to Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, so I will probably do that while I do some cleanup, and then I will come back to you guys when I am trying to decide what to read next. Okay, hello everyone. So let's go ahead. I was trying to decide what I wanted to read next. You'll have to excuse the hair mask in my hair. It's a little oily and nice, you know, real nice looking, but and I thought I would briefly talk about what my choices are. So for the rest of the month, I want to get at least these 3 guys read. So one of them is Dead Poets Society, which is super short. This one would only be like, I mean, really it's like 160 pages. So I really don't think this would take me too long, but I don't know if I want to do this now or if I want to do this to like break up these 2 reads. So next we have If We Were Villains, and we have A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. So what we're kind of looking at here is, if I were to do A Deadly Education, that's like a fantasy dark academia kind of a thing. And this one is more like a Shakespearean murder mystery dark academia. So neither of those are very long. I kind of don't want to go straight into If We Were Villains right now, just because I'm coming off of like a classics spin. Yeah, maybe I'll pick this up after. I think I'll wait on this one. We'll see. Still, hopefully we'll get that done this month. But then, so the next one, of course, would be either A Deadly Education, which is right here, or Dead Poets Society. Maybe I'll do Dead Poets Society just because I think it's going to be pretty quick. I might even be able to get Dead Poets Society and also start this in this reading vlog. That would be exciting. Yeah, so maybe I'll pick up Dead Poets Society just because that's going to be a little like quick, easy breezy read. Okay, well, that might be my last clip of the night unless I find myself sobbing from Dead Poets Society. But if not, then I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. It is just almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I just wanted to come in and give you a little bit of an update on the reading and also just a little bit of an overview of what is on the plan for today. So I didn't actually end up getting any reading done of Dead Poets Society last night. There were a few things that came up that needed tending to, so I did wake up this morning, however, and do a little bit of reading before getting ready for the day. So I'm currently on page 20, which is obviously not very far in, and I just wanted to say that automatically you can absolutely feel the atmosphere of this book. It's very high-end academia, boarding school, rich, like you automatically get that feeling very, very strongly. It's great so far, easy breezy reading. It's not difficult language at all, reads really quickly as far as I'm concerned, and it's only 20 pages in, so hopefully that's a good sign. So yeah, my plan with this boy today is to maybe get some reading done during lunch. However, we need to go grocery shopping today, and so we might do that in the afternoon, so we might need to take lunch to actually kind of like plan what we're gonna grab for this week. So if I don't get any reading done of this during lunch, then I will do so at the end of the day. I have a little bit more time than I'm used to in my life recently, so if I have a little bit of extra time this afternoon, we shall see how this day goes. I may be able to read a little bit of this before dinner. Otherwise, before bed is the plan. Who knows how far we'll get today, but I would like to be able to try and get at least to page like 80 today. I feel like that's doable. The rest of the day, like I said, is going to be filled with schoolwork and with grocery shopping. So I will check in with you when I am reading again. Happy Monday, everybody! Hello, everybody. It is officially, let's see, it's only 3:45 and I'm actually done with my work for today. I spent some good time this morning organizing basically all of my work for the week. I have everything kind of like mapped out, and I finished up my stuff for today a little bit early, so I figured that I might as well get some reading done. I was not able to do any reading during lunch just because we had to run and do some errands instead. Today, my anxiety has been sort of sitting on me throughout the day, so what better way to just relax than to read some book. So I am on page 28 of, I'm on page 28 of Dead Poets Society. It's going really quickly. I will update you when I get a little bit farther into it. Let's do some reading. Hello, friends. Hopefully this isn't a super bizarre camera angle, but we just had dinner, had a lovely dinner, watched a little bit of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and now I made myself some tea. As you can see, it's a nice sort of respiratory health tea for my little anxious being of a self as I am. So I have some tea. I actually redid my crusty ass nails because they were rough, so I apologize in all of those previous clips, but we're back to normal, and I am on page 130 of this guy now. So we have basically about 37 pages left. It is almost 8. So I have lots of time in the evening still. Nothing crazy, dramatic, or sad has happened yet. There have been like a few dramatic bits and pieces here and there, so I'm kind of scared, y'all. I'm kind of nervous because everybody tells me that I'm gonna cry like crazy, although they say that about the movie, so I don't know, maybe the book won't hit me as hard or something. We shall see, we shall see. As of right now, it feels... So this book is originally based on the movie, and it feels fast-paced the way that a movie would be. It feels like it's very short scenes, not a lot of build-up. It's just very plot-heavy. I haven't gotten the chance to get super connected with all of the characters, which is, like, I wish I had more of an insight into their minds and into who they are, but I guess that's sort of I guess that's a product of it being based on the movie, and it reads like a screenplay, sort of. So, yeah. Without further ado, I'm going to snuggle up, drink some tea, and hopefully I won't cry my eyes out, but we shall see. Here we go, let's finish it. Well, it's over. I cried for Mr. Keating. It's just like one of those books, one of those stories where life just isn't fair and people are blamed for things, and it just sucks sometimes because the real world is actually like that often, and there are people in the world who are just cruel and manipulative and don't understand others who are just trying to live their lives happily. And the idea that people have to control everything is just heartbreaking. It's definitely a good story. I think the book itself was nothing crazy special, but the story was beautiful. Obviously, of course, I'm going to go and watch the movie now. Not tonight, but I will do that probably this week. Well, guys, yeah, I'm just a little bit speechless. I couldn't. People are just so thick. People are just so silly and stupid, and it's just so frustrating when people in the world don't understand compassion and don't understand the emotional needs of other people. There's someone walking by on the street. But yeah, so maybe I'll have some clearer thoughts about it tomorrow. It's 8:30 now. I don't know if I'll do any more reading tonight. I might need to let this book hangover sink in a little bit. Yeah. I'll update you guys more tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is 3:35. You'll have to excuse the weird lighting because the sun is actually already setting, which is crazy, even though it's only 3:30. It just seems insane to say that. Amazingly enough, I am finished up with my stuff for today. I'm really proud of myself. I got a huge report finished today and kind of like banged it out, worked all the way through lunch. So I just kind of had like really quick snack for lunch so that I could just grind. Yeah, feeling happy with that. I submitted that. And now I'm going to reward myself with some relaxing. I am going to do some more reading of A Deadly Education. I took the dust jacket off this morning when I started it. I was reading a little bit this morning while I was drinking my coffee before I did some yoga. I am not far into it at all. I'm on page 15. But so far I'm really liking it. I like the writing style. I know Naomi Novik is like a really popular author on Goodreads, and people tend to really like her writing style. Amazingly enough, this is my first book that I have read by her. I've had a few others of her books on my bookshelves for a while. I'm just such a mood reader that it just like hasn't been the right time for me to read those. But lo and behold, it was the right time for me to read A Deadly Education, and so here we are. So far, I really like it. I like the writing style. I think it's clear and interesting, and it pulls you in. She has a very strong character voice immediately, which is really, really great. Especially after Dead Poet Society, which was a sad story, but I didn't actually feel that much of like a pull toward the characters. It's a nice change of pace. It's a fantasy book, so you know, I'm right back in my comfort zone with this guy, and it is nice. It is a nice breath of relaxing after kind of pushing myself with the classics and things that I've been reading recently. Yeah, so far we're basically just getting a little bit of an info dump in the beginning. I don't want to fully call it an info dump because it's not bad, but right now we're just sort of figuring out what this world is. She's talking us through the magic system a little bit and through the way that the world is set up. So it's a little bit less plot focused at the moment, which is fine. I'm on page 15, like I said. But I definitely did notice that right off the bat this morning, is that immediately you're kind of thrown into a lot of world building and a lot of info dumping, which I don't mind. I like stuff like that, but it might not be for everybody right away when you're trying to learn things. Although I have to say, she's doing it in a very approachable way, so maybe people are fine with that. I personally am. So yeah, anyway, I made myself some tea a little while ago, so I'm gonna finish that up, and then I'm going to hop into this boy and get some reading done before dinner. Good evening, everybody. I wanted to pop in really quickly and chat. It is 10 minutes till 10 right now, and I have been reading a little bit after dinner, but honestly I did not read that much before dinner, and I didn't read that much after dinner because I was really, really tired. So just watched a little bit of TV and literally just kind of hung out for a little bit. That said though, I did get a little bit more read, and I wanted to check in before I start to wind down for the night. So I'm on page 40 now, so far in. And honestly, after that first chapter of sort of like info dumping, we kind of like pulled away from that, and now we have a much more action focused plot that's moving us forward, which is great. We haven't kind of like come up to the main problem yet or anything like that, but I'm really liking this book. It feels like Harry Potter with the whole like magic, schooling, mystery, different kinds of monsters and things like that, but it feels like very dark Harry Potter. Like, it is a YA book, not a middle grade, so you do have that sort of like death and destruction kind of a problem that is there the whole time. So yeah, I don't know if I'm being very eloquent right now, but I will also check in tomorrow with you guys and give you kind of like a final wrap up update of what I have been reading in this reading vlog. I can see myself blowing through this quickly once it really gets going. My speed when I read books tends to be a little bit slower in the beginning, and then it definitely like kicks off after that. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. Total side note, but this right here is my bed, and we actually switched our bedding last night. Normally we don't like decorate for Christmas or anything like that early. We tend to be, we are the people that try to wait until after Thanksgiving because we enjoy Thanksgiving and want it to be fall for as long as possible. Plus fall weather really just got to LA anyway, so we want to be able to enjoy it while we have it. But it started to get a little chilly in the evenings, and this is the only like duvet cover that we have right now. My mom got it for us last year and it's lovely, so it's out, and it was super nice and cozy last night, so I'm looking forward to curling up and going to sleep tonight. I am a total grandma. If I film more reading vlogs, you will learn this about me quickly. I am not one of the night owl people of booktube. There are so many people who are like, oh yeah, it's 2 in the morning and blah blah blah. Not me. No, I would rather get up at like 5:30. So yeah, where are my morning booktube people out there? If you're one of them, comment down below, tell me I'm not alone. But yeah, thanks for following along with me today, guys. It wasn't too crazy exciting. Lots of just everyday life stuff. School, work, being tired after a full day, but still feeling fulfilled, which is important. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Alright everyone, good evening. It is currently 5:23 in the evening on Wednesday. I just wanted to pop in and close out this little reading vlog here with a reading update. So, as you guys will have seen, I started this reading vlog by reading and finishing really, Phantom of the Opera. I loved it. I loved the writing style. I loved the story itself. I just felt like the mystery around the opera ghost and the Persian and the angel of music and all of that was just really great. It just felt really magical. It felt like Phantom of the Opera. It was fantastic. My one bone to pick with this book is just that I wish that we had gotten more of the story from Christine's perspective. It was mostly from either Raoul's perspective or from other people in the opera, like the manager's perspectives and things like that. And so we sort of discovered the stories of the opera ghost through Raoul's mind instead of Christine's. So I think I would have preferred Christine's perspective, but that's mainly just because I've seen the other adaptations. So fantastic. I annotated it and just really enjoyed my time with it. The next book that I read during this reading vlog was Dead Poets Society. You guys will have seen it was a very quick read for me and I cried. Yes, I cried. The story was beautiful. I'm 100% going to watch the movie soon. The book itself was honestly kind of, for a book, it was very quick. It felt like a screenplay and I could see that basically this was probably, my guess is that it's extremely close to the film and that there were probably things that are better translated on screen than they are in a book format. It probably could have been embellished more, but yeah. So as far as a book is concerned, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you read the book, but I would recommend that you somehow absorb the story however you can, because wow, it was just, it makes you think about people and happiness and just like what it means to live your life and figure out how you want to live your life. So yeah, it was really beautiful. And then I started A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. So this book, I'm only a little ways through. I did do a little bit of reading today after I finished up my work before I came on here. So I am now on page 65 and we just had our first dramatic happening and I'm really liking this book. This is like right up my alley because it's basically dark academia, like literally dark academia, because they are in this creepy school setting where there's monsters at every corner and every turn basically, and every single place you go, every single chance you get, you have to be thinking about how you're going to survive if something were to jump out at you and try and kill you. And but also it's still a school. They're still trying to learn things and they're learning magic things like artifice and spells and all of these different things. So it's really, yeah, I'm really liking it. And it's dramatic, it's dark. Yeah, I'm just enjoying it. Plus, there's actually some good representation in here. Our main character is not white and there is a widespread of ethnicities throughout the school that are main characters. So yeah, always working towards better representation in books, especially in fantasy books, because there's no reason not for that to be there. So yeah, I think this is probably going to be one of my favorites of the month. I can already see it happening as long as things continue on the way that they are right now. So yeah, you guys will just have to watch my wrap up this month to see what I end up thinking of it. But yeah, I'm cruising. I'm really liking it. It's a nice breath of fresh air for me after reading the classics. Not that I don't like the classics, because honestly I was very impressed with all the classics I've read so far this month. But you know, I love a little bit of magic. I just love a little bit of magic in my life, in my books. So there you have it. Okay guys, sorry if this lighting is a little weird. Like I said, it's a little bit late at night and I swear to God, Southern California has something against central lighting. Like, it's lamps and only lamps in this part of the world, so. Oh, thank you, Leaf. Please don't do that again. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading vlog, you guys. I really enjoyed filming this video and I've started to edit it and I've really been enjoying editing it. So let me know what you think. If you want to join the little family, you can subscribe down below. Go ahead and give it a like if you enjoy it. And I will see you in the next video. Let me know if you like this format of video. I tried to kind of mix in mostly bookish things because, you know, we're here for the books, but a little bit of relaxing ambiance as well is always welcome in my mind. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and I will see you in the next one.